Here's Agustin getting away from Terry Saldaña.
Well, a finger roll to a finger roll.
Yes.
Atoy Agustin, already 12 points in this ball game.
And it's a 3-point lead by San Miguel Beer. Pino Harencio still having problems trying to coax the ball to drop.
Well, still 0.
Yes.
And I think it'll be, yes, Diest Sarsi's ball. The ball touching the lap of Alvin Teng as it rolled out. You see that here. Trying to crossover dribble. Then it touched actually the ankle of Terry Saldaña, but it hit Alvin Teng on the way out.
45-42 for San Miguel Beer. San Miguel trying to keep its hopes alive and getting a finals berth here in the All-Filipino. Jack Tanuan missing. Franz Pumaran gives it to Mon Fernandez. Great assist there by Pumaran. And the San Miguel lead is 5, as Diest Sarsi has been unable to score as yet here in the third quarter. Terry Saldaña finally does it for them. He has 8 points in the game. .10:05 to go here in the third. Agustin at the corner off to Fernandez. Illegal defense is called. This is going to be a warning on Diest Sarsi. Terry Saldaña caught inside
warning
the
on Diest Sarsi. Saldaña for illegal defense.
47-44, San Miguel with a 3-point lead. Mon Fernandez against Yoyoy Villamin. The hook shot won't go. Terry Saldaña has 6 rebounds already. Ball almost slipped through the hands of Alzones. He recovers it, and there is going to be a foul called on Agustin. That's his third. Agustin really hasn't had a very good offensive game so far. He has only managed 12 points.
Well, not his usual output of in the high 20s.
Agustin is averaging almost 24 points a game. Jack Tanuan.
Another medium range jumper there by Jack Tanuan. Trying to draw the big men of San Miguel Beer outside.
Just a 1-point lead now by the Beermen. Franz Pumaran unloading and missing. Jumping jack. Solis off to Harencio. Inside, here's Tanuan. Good fake and a hit.
Good scoring position there by Jack Tanuan. Remember, and he picked up 3 quick fouls in the first half.
And it's a 6-0 run here by Diest Sarsi.
2 straight baskets by Tanuan, making up for lost time.
Fernandez against Villamin. No look pass, it lands in the hands of Jack Tanuan. Alzones leading the break. Pino Harencio finally gets his first 2 points of the game on a Simto cold tablet fast break.
Off a turnover again by San Miguel Beer.
Diest Sarsi now has 8 unanswered points here in the third quarter to move up to a 3-point lead at 50-47. Fernandez rifles it over to Alvin Teng underneath. And the lead is down to 1 at 50-49. Solis signaling the play for Diest Sarsi.
A lot of body banging there inside the paint.
Villamin off to Terry Saldaña under the basket. And Franz Pumaran had to hold him down. That was a sure 2 points already for Terry Saldaña. That is only the first personal on Franz Pumaran. Second team foul of San Miguel Beer. Diest Sarsi so far has a clean slate.
Diest Sarsi looking more and more like a championship caliber team.
Oh yes.
You notice when they when they look to the offense, they really have so many options on the floor, and they're always trying to work the ball to the best possible option. That time, they found Terry Saldaña underneath the hoop, and they were trying to work the ball actually to Tanuan or even Al Solis outside. So a lot of options always open for Diest Sarsi, and they're always looking to the best possible option. That's a sign of a very well-oiled machine.
This despite the fact that they're missing one of their key players, Andy De Guzman, who this afternoon, just before the game, tore a shoulder ligament during the warm-ups.
Well, that's another sign of a maturing team when they can overcome the fact that one of their key players is missing on the floor.
Right now, the Diest Sarsis have a 3-point lead. Juan Fernandez with 4 seconds on the shot clock. It will stay with San Miguel Beer. Here's a Simto cold tablet fast break that we have picked out for you. There's Pido Harencio on the scoring end. Whoa, big block there by Yoyoy Villamin on Mon Fernandez.
Well, he's played excellent defense under Juan Fernandez all night.
Yes, he's made Mon Fernandez miss a lot of his shots.
That'll be foul number 4 on Agustin, and he's protesting the call.
Foul, Agustin.
4th personal.
Fernandez.
Let's see that here. Juan Fernandez sits down in favor of Ives Dignadice.
And more lineup changes here for San Miguel Beer. Romy Lopez about to check in.
Agustin.
For the foul beleaguered Ato Agustin.
Villamin.
And because Mon Fernandez is out, Yoyoy Villamin gets some rest.
So tit-for-tat substitutions here by both coaches.
Yes. Jack Tanuan from way outside. A little over his range, I believe. Franz Pumaran out to Alvin Teng. Turnaround jumper by Teng.
Tough shot there by Alvin Teng.
Yes. He has 10 points so far. And the Diest Sarsi lead is down to 1. Jack Tanuan taking it closer. And Teng has the rebound. Franz Pumaran looking downstairs, nobody there. Goes to Romy Lopez. Handoff to Jeffrey Graves. Graves has 5 points. As we said, Graves sees action for San Miguel more on the defensive side, but gets a bonus whenever he scores. Graves averaging only 1.2 points per game.
Well, I was going to say, Ed, that the last few offensive thrusts of Diest Sarsi really focused on Jack Tanuan. And you know that Jack is very offense conscious. He doesn't really look to pass. I think he looks more to score.
That's true.
And he's taken 2 bad shots the last 2 times. And that's really the reason why Diest Sarsi has not been able to score. At that time, a lucky break for Loizaga after he had lost the ball.
Here's Pido Harencio up against Romy Lopez. Harencio trying to make room for himself. Finds Solis inside.
Oh, that's a tough shot.
He did not see the goal as he went up for that shot. He had his back turned.
Well, that deserves a second look, I suppose, when we have the chance. Twirling in midair there, Al Solis, to get that bucket.
He gets the lead back for Diest Sarsi at 54-53. Pido Harencio is going to be called for a foul.
That also deserves a second look.
Foul,
Harencio. You see him there swatting the ball. And an emotional display. You have a timeout.
San Miguel Beer.
Romy Lopez sinking 2 out of 2 from the stripe. San Miguel Beer back on the driver's seat by 1, 55-54. Inside play here and a 3-point play opportunity coming up for Terry Saldaña. Another
Foul,
nice
Graves.
pattern play here by Diest Sarsi, anchored on Saldaña inside the paint. That deserves a second look. Pass outside from Jack Tanuan, and Terry Saldaña ringing the bell on that one.
Terry Saldaña has certainly recovered his magic touch inside the paint, and he has been one of the vital cogs here in the Diest Sarsi lineup.
Completing the three-point play.
And it's a 2-point lead for Diest Sarsi. 5 minutes, 14 seconds to go. We're in the third. Franz Pumaran spots an opening and scoots inside. 6 points now for Franz Pumaran, who is the main point guard of San Miguel Beer, since Hector Calma is not yet 100% recovered from his injury. Although he did have some playing time in the first half, sort of try and get his basketball legs back. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Joey Loizaga.
25-second
That'll be an
violation.
automatic turnover.
We'll talk about the defense of Ives
Yes.
Ignadisa at that time. Loizaga really wanted to extricate, but he just couldn't. And again, that has been a big defensive matchup here. Remember, Loizaga exploded for 10 points in the first period. Norman Black does not want to make that happen again. Three-point shot,
Pumaran
yes.
buries the three-point shot, and San Miguel Beer is up by 2.
So good defense on one end, perfect offense on the other.
Yes.
San Miguel Beer looking good in the third period right now.
There's Jack Tanuan, counting his 8th point in the game. 6 of them here in the third quarter.
A little backcourt pressure here by Al Solis on Franz Pumaran, forcing Alvin Teng to take the ball past the midcourt line.
Here's Ives Ignadisa. Joey Loizaga wants to return the favor, and
He'll be tagged with a personal.
yes, that is going to be the
Foul,
second
Loizaga.
personal on Joey Loizaga. 2 team fouls for Diest Sarsi. San Miguel already has 5. We have 3 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Ignadisa still scoreless in this ball game.
But he's been a thorn on the side of Joey Loizaga.
There's Alvin Teng connecting on another midcourt, medium range jumper. Come on, saying midcourt. That's too far for a shot.
Well, maybe they'll do it to give you the satisfaction later on.
There's a foul here, I think, on Alvin Teng, and
Yes.
he's saying that he got muscled out by an
Foul,
elbow.
Teng.
Let's look at that again. From another angle, no
Yes.
less.
Graves.
Oops. See the referee. Oops.
Foul, Solis.
Just before we came on, Al Solis picked up his 3rd personal foul. Mon Fernandez is back in the game with a short jumper. He misses. Joey Loizaga jumping high after that rebound.
Fernandez too strong on that attempt. Too strong. Hit the back iron. You could see that he didn't have the right flip for that shot.
Right. Here's Harencio against Lopez. Villamin trying to shake off Alvin Teng. Some movement at low post, but Villamin can't get it off. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Joey Loizaga kicks it out to Al Solis. Hurried 3-point shot won't go.
Again, the
25
defense of
seconds
San Miguel
violation.
Beer making that possible. And somehow, Loizaga always ends up with a basketball, and he can't get a shot off because of Ives' tough defense.
Well, San Miguel really has to rely on defense now because their 2 main gunners, Ato Agustin and Juan Fernandez, have not really been having a good night as far as scoring is concerned.
Remember, Loizaga, 10 points in the first period, but scoreless since then.
Yes, Alvin Teng improvising and picking up a 3-point play opportunity
Foul, Saldaña.
on Terry Saldaña's 2nd personal foul.
Well, Alvin Teng has been a terror on offense here for San Miguel Beer in the second half, particularly in the third period. He already has 8 points
Loizaga.
in this period alone. He has not missed at all from the field in this quarter, 4 out of 4. And he-
Certainly picking up the slack here.
Oh, yes. Because of Ato Agustin's foul situation. Ato already with 4 personals.
Yes, he's on the bench. And Alvin Teng with the 3-point play puts San Miguel on top, 64-61. Terry Saldaña with his move against Fernandez picks up a foul. That is going to be Mon Fernandez's third personal. And Rick Marata coming in after a long spell on the bench. Rick Marata was a spark plug for Diest Sarsi back in the first half. Came away with at least 3 steals in the first 2 quarters.
Oh, first miss by Terry Saldaña from the stripe in this game. Previously going 5 out of 5, now 5 out of 6. From the field, he's been 4 out of 7 for 57%.
He makes the necessary adjustment and trims the lead down to 2. Rick Marata at work. Franz Pumaran snaps and misses. Romy Lopez gets the offensive rebound, blocked by Yoyoy Villamin, but there is a foul called on Terry Saldaña.
Foul, Saldaña.
Watch it on your Gold Eagle Beer slow-mo. Villamin got away with a clean block, but downstairs, Terry Saldaña was spotted with a foul.
Villamin, the PBA's Tapal King,
Oh,
proving
yes.
it once more. Whoops.
Fickle
Nope.
ball.
Yes. And he had a lot of concentration behind that shot. Still couldn't get the ball to fall in. Romy Lopez, the Pampanga instant offense kid. Normal Black shouting some instructions from the bench.
Don't forget, we're going to have our sharp shooter of the game and our Jollibee best player after this ball game.
Remember, San Miguel Beer also fighting for survival
Oh,
here.
yes.
They need to be able to win and sweep its last 3 games.
That will be outside for San Miguel. Last touch on Terry Saldaña as Yoyoy Villamin got off balance. Good move. He was able to get away from his man, but suddenly lost his balance inside the paint. Only a minute remaining in the third quarter. Mon Fernandez. Inside to Diest Sarsi, losing control, and Rick Marata is off. But Franz Pumaran slams the door on him. He'll have to set up Yoyoy Villamin. Yes.
Easily.
10 points
Going
for
around
Yoyoy.
Mon Fernandez.
And with 34 seconds remaining in this third period, it is just a 1-point lead by San Miguel Beer. It's been a pretty tight match all throughout. The biggest lead has been 6 points by Diest Sarsi, but that was a long time ago.
Tang finally missing from the field here in this period.
And Diest Sarsi is on the run again, but San Miguel quick to come down on defense.
Alvin Teng still 70% from the floor, 7 out of 10.
Terry Saldaña clobbered in midair. And Alvin Teng picks up foul number 4.
Foul, Teng. Dignadice. Teng.
Dignadice and Teng move out in favor of Graves and Angeles, with only 8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Saldaña with 14 points. He has also come down with 7 defensive boards. Thank you.
Kamontik ng hindi pumasok.
Oh.
Or Saldaña aiming for a second free throw. Gets it.
66-65, a 1-point lead for Diest Sarsi with 7 seconds remaining. And the ball hit the foot of Al Solis before going out. 4 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sellout crowd here at the Ultra this afternoon. Franz Pumaran getting away. Jeffrey Graves almost but not quite. So it is a 1-point lead for Diest Sarsi at the end of the third. Rick Marata. Diest Sarsi has a 1-point lead at 66-65. Yoyoy Villamin with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Jeffrey Graves sticking close to him. And a foul is going to be called on Jeffrey Graves, his third.
Graves.
Field goal percentage, Yoyoy Villamin 5 out of 8, 62%. And now he's at the line. Previous to this game, 53 out of 72 from the stripe for 74%.
Yoyoy Villamin has also snared 8 rebounds, 3 of them offensively. And Yoyo makes it a 3-point lead for Diest Sarsi. Stood in the first minute of the fourth quarter. Picked by Mon Fernandez for Franz Pumaren. Inside pass to Josel Angeles. Here's Fernandez. Getting away from Yoyo Beermen and banking the shot off the glass.
So San Miguel inching closer. It's been a nip and tuck ball game.
Oh, yes.
Not one team really dominating this contest and establishing firm control.
Neither team has been able to break away. Terry Saldaña with an awkward shot. He gets it back. And a loose ball foul in that rebound play on Jack Tanuan. Or rather,
Foul, Tanuan.
yes,
Yes,
it was
Tanuan.
Jack Tanuan with his fourth personal. (68-67) for Diest Sarsi, but San Miguel Beer has an opportunity to take the driver's seat in this play. Fernandez tried to take it inside, but Beermen was there. Franz Pumaren right down the middle. Yes. San Miguel in the lead.
And Pumaren already in double figures with 10 points.
Terry Saldaña against Fernandez. Oops. Another foul on Jack Tanuan as he tried to shove Angeles out of the way, trying to get inside the paint. You take a look at the third quarter stats. Diest Sarsi with a high shooting percentage in the third.
And also he edged in assists.
But they only had a 1-point lead after the third. Now they're behind by 1. Ato Agustin with 4 personal fouls is in the hard court for San Miguel Beer. Mon Fernandez too strong off the glass. Diest Sarsi on the run. Jack Tanuan fouled by Angeles.
Foul,
4
Angeles.
fouls on Josel Angeles.
Tanuan.
Jack Tanuan is being rested in favor of Joey Loizaga.
And he knew it. He knew it. Even before he
Yes.
was yanked out by Coach Yenguinao, he went straight back to the bench.
Joey Loizaga now up against Angeles.
There's using the pick.
Missed the shot. Jeffrey Graves scrambles for it and off to Mon Fernandez. 69-68 is the score. San Miguel has a 1-point lead. Agustin inside, almost lost it. Awkward shot, won't go. Terry Saldaña for Diest Sarsi. Rick off to Solis. Back to Marata.
Snap shot.
Goes high for Rick Marata. And that is going to be the 10th point of Rick. Didn't score in the third quarter. Sarsi now in the lead by 1. Pumaren given the pick by Mon Fernandez. Agustin comes out. Lean-in jumper is too strong.
Well, he's forcing his shots right now, trying to make up for lost time.
Yes.
He
Terry
should try to
Saldaña.
establish his offensive rhythm first. Saldaña falling down, the crowd on its feet.
Joey
Lot of
Loizaga
action.
open. Al Solis inside to Yoyo Beermen, and there is going to be a foul on the triple team, which collapsed on Yoyo Beermen. This one is going to be
Foul,
called
Pumaren.
on Franz Pumaren, his second.
Talk about action, the crowd on its feet.
Oh, yes. You almost couldn't see what was happening.
And we're still 8 minutes away from ending this ball game.
True. As you mentioned, Ganito, it has been a nip and tuck affair between Diest Sarsi and San Miguel Beer. Solis missing on the 3-point shot.
Defensive board, Ramon Fernandez.
Franz Pumaren picking up speed against Rick Marata. Out to Fernandez. He's open for the shot. He gets it.
Well, that time he had a right flip.
Uh-huh.
Once you have that right flip and the ball is on a spin, you can chalk up the 2 points. And Ramon Fernandez knows how to make that shot.
He has 18 points. Yoyo Beermen underneath where he works best.
Nice 2-man game there. Rick Marata dishing off. Pendulum game.
Yes, right now Diest Sarsi with the upper hand, 72-71. 7 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the game. Franz Pumaran in Triple V country. Nothing there. Mon Fernandez, the offensive rebound. Joey Loizaga finally takes it for Diest Sarsi. 2-on-2 break. Rick Barata getting away. Rick Barata living up to his image as a spitfire for Diest Sarsi.
There's some color there in the underneath the basket here. I think it's Villamin and Angeles going at each other. I hope cooler heads prevail now.
Yes. It's been a good ball game throughout.
But it's been a rough and physical one,
yes.
especially underneath the boards.
Oh,
it's a bobble there by Ata Agustin. He was almost free for an unmolested layup.
Not
a
his
scoop
night.
pass.
Terry Saldaña. And Diest Sarsi is trying to pull away, so Norman Black calls this timeout. 6 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in this ball game. It is a 5-point lead by Diest Sarsi. They're threatening to break away, and that's the reason why Norman Black called that early timeout. 4 seconds on the shot clock of San Miguel Beer, but Rick Barata gives up a foul. That's going to be third. And there you have the scoring of the starters and the bench players.
Excellent graphic work, huh?
Yes.
I must say so. There's finally a medium-range jumper by Ata Agustin, breaking his silence.
And that cuts the lead down to 3 at 76-73. Yoyoy Villamin up against Teng, and Alzones gets away.
Perfect play. Yoyoy Villamin on the pass.
And it's back to a 5-point Diest Sarsi lead.
And you know, earlier we were talking about Diest Sarsi looking more and more like a championship caliber team. That play said it all. That previous play. Yoyoy Villamin passing to a speeding Alzones for the easy layup too.
Rick Barata wants his team to settle down and go for the play. Yoyoy Villamin breaking away. Foul given up by Josel Angeles.
Foul Angeles.
That's number 5 on him. Bear in mind that San Miguel Beer wants to sweep its remaining 3 games to try and avail of the
Angeles.
5 out of 8 incentive, or win 5 out of 8 incentive here in the semifinal round.
So they're really looking just to playoff, for a playoff for the second finals berth.
Here's Yoyoy up against Alvin Teng. Power play. That's what it's called.
That's right, with a capital P that time. Not even Alvin Teng could stop the steamroller that is Yoyoy Villamin on the move.
You don't just drive against an Alvin Teng. Agustin from way out. Just stepping on the white line there. That's a 2-point shot.
Okay, 2 baskets in a row here for Ata Agustin. You know he's starting to get hot.
The lead by Diest Sarsi stands at 5. Four minutes, 56 seconds remaining.
And Diest Sarsi looking for a foot inside the door to a finals berth.
They're on top of the heap right now with 11 wins compared to 5 losses.
And the magic number is 13. So another win here will give Diest Sarsi 12 wins and just 1 more for an outright finals berth.
Foul Loizaga.
But don't sell San Miguel short. Just a 5-point deficit confronting San Miguel Beer with still 4:40 to go. Okay, Pido Harancio checking back in. He's had a poor offensive night, only 2 points so far.
He's assigned to shadow Ato Agustin.
He forced that one that time. Good defense by Harancio. Fernandez
Fernandez
taking
with
it
a getaway.
strong.
Left-handed shot, another timeout this time by Diest Sarsi.
Timeout Diest Sarsi.
Four minutes and 19 seconds to go in the ball game. Rick Barata stepping on the gas pedal but missing the shot. Here's Fernandez for San Miguel. Agustin up against Alzones. Big block by Yoyoy Villamin.
Another defensive gem here. And it's Harancio for 2 points.
You know, Harancio likes that kind of a situation. There's former Secretary Joe Concepcion a steady presence here at the Coliseum, watching his team, Diest Sarsi. Inside, Alvin Teng. Touch hit. 17 points for Alvin Teng. It is a 3-point lead for Diest Sarsi.
You know, Alvin has a very awkward jump shot when he sort of just...
It's a lot of wrist action.
Yes, sort of spins the ball inside the hoop, but I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
Guido Harencio up against Romy Lopez. 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Oops.
Blocked by Romy Lopez. And the 25-second buzzer goes off. There was no
25-second violation.
clear possession on the part of San Miguel Beer. That's why the shot clock continued to run. 82-79 is the count.
Marata.
Rick Marata given a rest. Coach Yeng Giao wants a taller lineup on the hard court for Diest Sarsi.
Lopez.
Graves coming in for Lopez on the San Miguel side. By the way, Doña Inés Restaurant is proud to announce the opening of its newest branch at the 4th level of SM Mega Mall. 20% discounts are offered to all diners for the next 2 weeks from August 12 to 25. Be sure to avail of that. Good food, very low prices. Doña Inés at Mega Mall.
Ed, one thing we must comment here is that both these clubs have played excellent defense.
Oh, yes.
And I think a
Look
proof of this is the low scoring that both clubs have had.
Agustin for the triple V misses it, and it stays in the turf of San Miguel Beer. Mon Fernandez finally scores, and the lead is only 1 point for Diest Sarsi. It looks like a technical is going to be called on Coach Yeng Giao, who entered the hard court after that play. Referee Rivera signaling.
Coach Giao.
Yes, a technical foul on Coach Yeng Giao, and this gives San Miguel Beer an opportunity to pull abreast. Yes.
Well, actually, to tie the game with a technical foul. Let's see that again. A madcap situation here ensuing.
Yeng Giao figured that there should have been a foul called in that situation, and Ramon Fernandez just made the technical free throw, and in his excitement, Coach Giao entered the hard court, and you can't do that. So the referee slapped the technical on him, and that gave San Miguel the opportunity to tie this ball game. This is our 8th deadlock, 82 all, 2:25 remaining. Guido Harencio posting up against Ato Agustin, who has 4 fouls, and that is going to be the 5th on Agustin.
Remember we were saying when Sarsi opened up a 5-point lead that you can't sell San Miguel Beer short.
Way. As you see, Diest Sarsi has scored only 2 points in the last 3 minutes, and that's why we're deadlocked.
Here's where poise is going to play an important role.
Terry
Saldaña taking
Saldaña.
it strong.
Big rebound, Jeffrey Graves.
That time, Diest Sarsi did not look like a poised team.
They hurried that play. 82 all. We're in the last 2 minutes of the game. Brought to you by Emperador Brandy. Enjoy it like a king. And Juan Fernandez pulling through. We have a timeout by Yeng Giao. A minute and 54 to go, and San Miguel Beer is now in the lead by 2. Jack Tanuan coming out. Al Solis. Long jumper won't go, and Alvin Teng has the rebound for San Miguel Beer. And the crowd smells an upset in the offing. Well, we still have a long ways to go, really. A minute and a half. And it is just a 2-point lead for San Miguel Beer.
The experience of San Miguel Beer will play a crucial role here, as well as because of the poise factor.
Good defensive job on Juan Fernandez. And there is going to be a loose ball foul. Looks like it's going to be Alvin Teng. Yes, Alvin Teng now with 5 personals in the game. And you see that here on your Gold Eagle Beer slow-mo.
And still no penalty situation for either club.
And they put in Rick Marata to sort of ignite the fires here for Diest Sarsi. Marata has been sizzling in this game with 12 points and 10 assists.
Al Solis is in the ball game. He's a clutch player. He looks at a 3-point range, doesn't get the shot.
Solis has been putting up the shots from way out, but they've not been falling here. Fernandez one-on-one against Yoyoy Villamin. Referee Bartolome calls the foul on Yoyoy.
Foul,
That's going to be
Villamin.
foul number 3 on him. Team foul situation, neither team in penalty. San Miguel getting there with 6. Diest Sarsi with a more comfortable 5.
Ramon Fernandez doing a yeoman's job here. 11 points in the 4th period alone.
Total of 25 for El Presidente currently.
And remember, we were saying for San Miguel Beer to win, Ramon Fernandez must play big. There's another foul, so the time ticking away, 41 seconds to go. Solis saying that he was warded off.
Solis.
That'll give a fresh 25 to San Miguel Beer. We have a timeout.
Timeout, San Miguel Beer.
9 seconds remaining. San Miguel Beer has a 2-point lead. Franz Pumaren.
And another basket here by San Miguel Beer may mean curtains for Sarsi. No!
A miss there, and Villamin controlled the rebound. Diest Sarsi with 20 seconds to go, behind by 2. Rick Marata is fouled by Franz Pumaren. They're not yet in penalty. That's going to be the 3rd personal on Pumaren.
Foul, Pumaren.
Look at that again.
And we have a timeout.
Timeout, Diest Sarsi.
Normally when they get the ball inbounds, fellas, this is what they're looking for.
Rick, sabay ha? Okay? 1, 2, labas. Jack, Terry, ikaw na to. Okay? So Jack, ikaw nasa itaas ha? Rick to tayo ba? Terry, hindi! Okay? Rick, nasa iyo bola. Lalabas si Al. Paglabas si Al, spread out lang tayo. Okay? Spread out lang tayo. Okay? Yoyoy, poste. Okay? Iwan natin si Yoyoy. Pasok ka Yoy ha? Poste. Okay? Rick, andyan ka si Al ito. Okay? Pag natin nabigyan sa poste, Rick, ay Yoyoy, strong, right? Okay? Kung dumobol ka, kick out mo kay Al, pakat ka. Okay? Pakat ka, Al, pag dumobol, ha? Ito, tignan yung tao. Okay? Tignan yung depensa rito, ha? Pilite yan. Tignan yung depensa rito, ha? Pagka pumasok, tumulong, pakita kayo sa gitna. Ha? Kick out ng bola si Yoyoy. Okay?
Kung makuha yung bola ni Rick, walang lawit ang bola, walang nakalawit ang bola.
Kung makuha ni Rick.
Mga bola, walang lawit ay hindi natatawag ng bola. Walang lawit ang bola, walang lawit.
Diest Sarsi will definitely try and look for the open man. They want to get us quick 2 points. They're behind by 2 with 18 seconds remaining, Ganito.
Well, in the previous 2 offensive thrusts, they tried the 3-point basket, did not get the 3-point shot from Al Solis, so I think they're taking the higher percentage shot this time. They want to send this game into overtime and score the quick 2 points. They want Yoyoy Villamin, ideally, to go strong to the hoop, get the 2 points, and perhaps get the 3-point play opportunity, win the game for them in regulation. Let's see what happens.
Al Solis trying to make away from Franz Pumaren, looking at the clock.
Time ticking away. He's going to make his move.
Rick Marata takes it inside. Off to Terry Saldaña, who scores it with 4 seconds to go. And we go into a San Miguel Beer timeout.
This is what I want. Quick hitter, straight to the basket. Mon? That's Mon right here. Huh? If not, Romy, you screen for Franz. Franz, you got to get it in, penetrate immediately. Take the ball.
They will foul right away. Look for the shot then. When you feel that they're going to foul you, go for the basketball.
Huh?
Ikaw ang dito, yan sinabi ni coach. Pupunta ka doon para i-deny.
Okay, Otto comes first. Boom. All right, Mon, push in. Boom, right here. Alvin, if you can make it right there. Okay, Romy, screen for Franz. If you can't get it, Romy, come back to the basketball.
Hindi mo muna lumabas dito para i-cover, ha?
Take it strong. Come on, let's go.
Go! 1, 2, 3, 4!
Juan Fernandez with a vital observation there, because Diest Sarsi is not yet in penalty. 4 seconds to go. We are deadlocked at 84.
That's right. Sarsi can give up the foul here and kill the time remaining on the clock. That's only 4 seconds to go. Now, Norman Black has several offensive options, but I think he's really looking for Ramon Fernandez to go straight to the hoop from the baseline, but he will have other options in Ato Agustin and Alvin Teng. Let's see how this play progresses.
Sonny
Now,
Cabat has
Alvin
been set
Teng
in.
is going to throw in the basketball. He's not actually the best inbound player or thrower there is. And there you go.
Good tap
That's
by
it.
Yoyoy Villamin, and this game will go into overtime. We'll be back. And this overtime period is brought to you by Union Bank, the strong union. 5-minute overtime period between San Miguel Beer and Diest Sarsi. Regulation play ending in a in an 84-all standoff.
You know, Ed, we were just making an observation that Alvin Teng is not really the best
Uh-huh.
inbound thrower there is in this game.
Oh,
And
he
time
proved
and
you right.
again, time and again, San Miguel Beer has gone to Alvin Teng to throw the inbound, and they have not been able to come up with good inbounds plays because of Alvin Teng, and they did it again.
And that will cost them another 5 minutes on the hard court, at least. Jeffrey Graves off to Mon Fernandez. Got the pick from Graves and the shot. The San Miguel Beer has a 2-point lead. Rick Marata calling the play for Diest Sarsi.
Well, Rick Marata actually made that play happen previously because he penetrated and opened up an opportunity for a teammate, Terry Saldaña, to score inside. And at that time, breaking the ice for Diest Sarsi in the overtime period.
Rick Marata has 14 points and 11 assists, including that last one that Ganito was talking about to Terry Saldaña to tie up the ball game. Ato Agustin slowly warming up. And this is a good time to do that. And the fourth quarter stats on your screens shows you how close this game has been.
Yes. And that's a bad sign, actually, if Ato Agustin continues to wax hot. It'll be bad news for Diest Sarsi.
Terry Saldaña offline on that attempt at point-blank range, and a loose ball foul is going to be called. This one on Yoyoy Villamin, it seems.
Foul, Villamin.
That's number 4 on the Bicolano Superman. First team foul here in overtime period. And remember that it takes 4 team fouls for a team to go into penalty in overtime. Franz Pumaren off to Mon Fernandez. Double team on Fernandez. And his pass was picked off by Al Solis. 2-on-2 break. Solis was a bit late in dishing it off to Rick Marata, who was really open at the wings.
And a good foul there by Franz Pumaren. Very good fouls, considering that here you have a break situation for Diest Sarsi.
And he stopped that fast break play on his 4th personal foul. Rick.
Momentarily open. Here's Al Solis.
His long toms just wouldn't drop. And a chance here for San Miguel Beer to up this 2-point lead. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in overtime. Agustin
forcing the issue. Jack Tanua dominating the boards. Solis incidentally has missed his last 4 attempts from the floor.
Marata pulls up, misses that one. Terry Saldaña saves it. All the way out to Yoyoy Villamin. Villamin inside. Tap goes to Alvin Teng. .238 remaining. This is overtime between Diest Sarsi and San Miguel Beer. Fernandez. Inside. Off to Alvin Teng. Teng shakes everybody off, but misses the shot.
Well, field goal shooting has really turned sour here for both clubs. And you know that defense is working, that's why.
After almost 3 minutes, San Miguel has scored only 4 points, and Diest Sarsi 2. Here's Solis. Off to Villamin. Working inside, too strong. Alvin Teng grabs the rebound.
Last 2 minutes.
The last 2 minutes is brought to you, or are brought to you by Emperador Brandy. Enjoy it like a king. No count. The foul was on Yoyoy Villamin, who tried to stop Mon Fernandez. That's going to be the 5th personal on Yoyoy. And it looks like Yoyoy is complaining about something on his knee.
Well, a lucky break there actually for Diest Sarsi, because Mon Fernandez had found a wide open Alvin Teng for the 2 points.
Injury timeout, Diest Sarsi.
And this might be real bad news for Diest Sarsi. They don't have Andy de Guzman with them on this particular situation, because he tore a shoulder ligament during the round robin for this game.
I think he's going to try to force it. Yes, he's going back into the fray. I think he's walking all right.
Yes.
That's a quick recovery.
Yes. Sure. San Miguel Beer has a 2-point lead, 88-86, 1:53 to go in overtime. And Beermen will have to go back to the bench. He has 6 fouls. Is that on Yoyoy?
Foul, Beermen.
Yes.
Yes, that's it. A short re-entry here for Yoyoy Beermen.
Beermen, 6 fouls.
And he's gone. And he can't believe it.
Well, fate intervened. He wanted to play some more, but probably fate was telling him he better not gamble that on that left knee.
And Harencio, again, who has not had a good offensive night with only 4 points, is back in the ball game.
1:47 remaining in overtime. San Miguel has a 2-point lead.
Very patient in its half-court pattern this time. Time is on San Miguel's side. It's Agustin with the basketball. He drives in.
And the ball goes to Rick Marata. 4-on-2. Marata slows it down and goes to Pido Harencio. Jack Tanuan is open. No. Fernandez with a rebound.
And Diest Sarsi has missed on its last 5 offensive. There's a
Alvin
layup
with
shot.
a shot, and we have a timeout.
Timeout, Diest Sarsi.
Remember, Yoyoy Beermen has just been disqualified on 6 personal fouls. Andy De Guzman, the latest news is he's got tendinitis and might need about 2 weeks to recover.
Teng.
Jeffrey
Yeah,
Graves is sent in for
That's
Alvin
really
Teng.
going to hurt Diest Sarsi. You see some stats here. Field goal shooting, 1 out of 7 only for Diest Sarsi. They have missed on their last 5 offensive thrusts, I understand.
And that's why San Miguel has a 4-point lead. On the other hand, San Miguel with a 50% clip on field goal shooting, 3 out of 6. Oh, Terry Saldaña could not control the inbounds. Another break here for San Miguel Beer. Things turning sour for Diest Sarsi. 1:13 to go. Now, Ganito, you were talking about poise earlier.
Yes, that's right. And the experience of San Miguel Beer in the clutch, with individuals like Ramon Fernandez anchoring the show.
Terry Saldaña picks up a foul. That's
And
his 4th.
Fernandez was just fishing for a personal.
Got a big
As
one.
Foul, Saldaña.
Time will tick away, and San Miguel Beer's hopes for a playoff berth remains alive.
Yes. Diest Sarsi is also now in penalty. They have 14 fouls.
I think they'll want to give up a quick foul here to get the clock to stop ticking. They're not giving up the foul. I think they should give up the foul.
Agustin has it at top of the key, looks inside. Whoa, big basket by Ato Agustin, and now San Miguel Beer has a 6-point lead. 38 seconds to go.
Diest Sarsi needs a 3-point basket in a hurry.
Pido Harencio being shadowed by Romy Lopez. He can afford to give up the foul. That is only their 2nd team foul here in overtime
Foul,
period.
Lopez.
Lopez himself has, well, 3 personal fouls. That's Pumaran giving up the foul on
Foul,
Al Solis.
Pumaren.
That's his 5th. Only 33 seconds remaining. Harencio off to Solis, gets away from Franz Pumaran. Blocked by Jeffrey Graves. Jack Tanuan still can't buy the basket. Oh! Diest Sarsi has only scored 2 points in this overtime period.
And their clip has been 1 out of
Foul,
9
Solis.
from the field in the
Penalty.
overtime period. And monumental collapse here by
Yes.
Diest Sarsi in the fading minutes of the basketball game.
And because they are in the penalty, Jeffrey Graves now has 2 chances to up the 6-point lead with 24 seconds remaining.
Well, the poise that Diest Sarsi showed in the early minutes of the basketball game, now no longer there.
Right when they needed it most, in a crisis situation, overtime period, they have managed to score only 2 points as against the 9 by San Miguel Beer. Air ball by Jeffrey Graves on the free throw. Jeffrey Graves certainly is happy with his performance in this ball game, averaging only a little over 1 point a game. He has 6. Al Solis with a 3-point shot.
A long one. And remember, These two ball clubs have met thrice before in this conference, and Diest Sarsi has always won. So this will be
Yes.
the first time San Miguel Beer will beat Diest Sarsi in 4 outings this conference.
And they
And it
had to
couldn't
do
have
it.
come at a better time.
Oh, yes. They needed this game very badly. As a matter of
Solis,
fact, they need
6
all
fouls.
their remaining games badly to be able to avail of the win 5 out of 8 incentive in the semifinal round. 93 to 86.